Yeah, that's the right screen. Hi guys.
Hey guys. Come on.
Try to adjust this.
No.
Oh good.
No.
How's everybody doing? Sorry, we're disciplining a cat. Oh, let me switch this. Okay. Hi, Savannah Barrett. Welcome back. Good to have you back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So we got a new cat. Nothing's wrong with the old one. We just adopted the new one. So this is Kane.
He's my little snuggle butt.
Yeah, he's new to the family. If any of you follow our Instagram page, that's the new one. Izzy's somewhere here on the floor. There she is.
He is.
Playing around. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Excited for the giveaway? Bye. I mean, whatever your preference is, I guess. Oh, goodness.
Make sure he doesn't sneeze on the name slips.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, like I said, I'm kind of waiting for people to kind of get in here before we get the show on the road. But I do have our name slips for our giveaways. That way. So it's been interesting with the two cats here. We kind of have to keep them separated. But anyways, I'm just letting some people get in here. That way we can get this drawing underway, so we can hook you guys up with some ThreeZero gear. The sheet metal is actually outside, and over here there's a bunch of massive boxes in case we have to ship it, which we probably will. No tear offs.
Sorry, we've got two children now that we have to keep an eye on. No.
We had one eating a computer cord, and then one just tore a tear off the helmet I'm going to use for the drawing. Yes, we have two cats now. If you follow our Instagram, I did just adopt another cat.
So yesterday I was at work, and Andrew sent me a text message and said, I have a Christmas present for you, but I have to go to Columbia for it. And I was like, okay, what is this? And he was like, well, you'll see when you get home. So I got home, and he handed me the adoption paperwork when I walked in onto the porch. And I walked inside and saw this cute little fuzzball and just about started crying. Because he's very cute. He's only 5 months old. So he's still learning, and we're still doing a lot of disciplining. But it's entertaining.
His name is Kane with a K.
Come on.
And he's right here.
Come on a little bit.
We're still kind of working with him. He's not.
Kane.
He can be held, but we're still kind of working with him.
He's not. He doesn't enjoy being held. He's still very wiggly when you pick him up. So that's taking some work.
Yeah, he is quite a handful. But yeah. So you'll probably see him in some of our later videos. Now, on to business. As you guys know, I had y'all comment on the I think it was the managing ThreeZero video. What your favorite type of racing is, and everybody who wrote down their favorite type of racing is, I'll have your names in a slip here. No, but yes, I did say tear offs. But anywho, basically, if there's anybody in here who hasn't entered that wants to go ahead and enter real quick, let us know so we can add you in here before we do our drawing. And I'm actually going to try to turn off the TV because I believe our internet is lagging and slowing us down.
Can I slide the computer a little closer?
Yeah.
Because I can't actually see. Sorry, guys, for the motion. I'm trying to move you closer so I can actually see. I'm kind of blind and probably need glasses, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm a little vain.
But anywho, if like I said, I'll give it a little bit, kind of a slideshow.
Oh no.
I think I know what it is. Let me see if I can fix it.
Kane. Come here, little buddy.
I'm gonna try to fix that. I know it's. I don't know why it's so messed up, but I am going to do my best.
Come on.
And try and fix that.
Come on. Walk behind Daddy.
I think it's video. No. It's live streaming. God, our internet is so freaking slow tonight. Sorry, guys. I know I should have had this crap.
It may get better in a minute now if you turn the PlayStation off. Okay. Good.
So how's the camera now? Or is it like...
Has it gotten better?
Is it better? Because if I have to, there's a couple of settings I can change. And the only problem is I have to close out of the live stream. Okay, good. All right, awesome. Okay.
We have AT&T for internet, but we're not in a city, so we have bad internet. So,
anyways, back to our drawing stuff here. Is there anybody that wants to hop in real quick before we do the drawing? Because I know sometimes we get viewers who are not subscribers in here, which is cool. But if anybody wants to be in on this drawing, you're getting a piece of sheet metal. You're getting a T-shirt of your size from Anderson Hydra Platforms and 2 ThreeZero wristbands. And you guys don't need to worry about like shipping or anything. We are obviously covering the cost for that. So it's pretty much just put your name in and we'll send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's going to be in a giant TV panel box.
They're large pieces. They're large pieces of sheet metal.
In order for us to kind of ship sheet metal, that's what we have to do.
So kids, ask your parents before you just before you just get a giant box of sheet metal. Make sure you've asked your parents, please. Don't need angry moms and dads.
Yeah. I am also going to pull out some rivets that are actually still stuck in the sheet metal. So that way nobody can sue us for pipe rivets, I guess.
It has been washed, has been cleaned. I cleaned it off the other day, so it's about as clean as it's going to get. Sorry. Kane is sitting next to Andrew right now.
Yeah. I know it's kind of hard to see, but there he is. But anywho, okay. How big is the sheet metal bits? The roof is actually quite sizable. I don't know an exact measurement, but I would probably say almost like a 3 foot by 3 foot, and that's the biggest piece. The 2 quarter panels, I believe one is, oh God, we measured it, but I can't remember
There are some that are like 3 feet long.
It's like 3 to 4 feet long on the quarter panel, and then it's like 2.5 feet tall. Jason Morgan.
What's your favorite kind of?
Well, no, just put his name in there. Make sure I don't have you already. I have this by usernames on your channel. So if you do end up winning, if you guys would, we would greatly appreciate you sending us a message on our Facebook page. So, telling us what your username is and what shirt size and where we need to send this stuff to. Now, as an added bonus, because I'm so holly jolly cheerful, if you are local to us, I'm just going to bring everything to you,
We'll
and
deliver.
I'll deliver it to you and meet up with you, and we'll do it that way. There you go. Joey just wrote down dimensions in the comments, but
75 by 65. There you go.
But we'll do that. If you're not from around here, I will ship it. So have no fear, I guess. But if you are a winner, if we do draw you and you are a winner, send us a message on Facebook. Tell us what your username is on the YouTube, and then we'll get up with you and make sure we get the right shirt sizes. But you have to send a message to our Facebook page, the ThreeZero Racing page. So
yes, if y'all are local, we will definitely meet up, number one, because
and we'll all take a big picture together. And,
yeah, because it'd be great to meet you. And number two, it saves us on shipping costs, so bonus.
Yeah. We are poor folk.
I'm a poor person.
Okay, but anyway, so I'm not seeing any more
people jumping in.
Sorry, buddy.
Last call.
Yeah, so these are all the names. I think there's like that many. They're going in the helmet here because that's all I have to draw. I'll give it a good shakesies.
We have how many that we're drawing tonight?
We're drawing 3 winners, and everybody will get a piece of sheet metal, or every winner will get a piece of sheet metal. Sorry, I'm trying to shuffle it. It's kind of hard to shuffle it in something that's supposed to keep your brain in place. But
skull, not brain.
Touche. But yeah, I know it's appropriate. But basically, I'm just shuffling them up, whatnot. Kane is absolutely terrified of this helmet right now.
He does not know what is going on.
But anyways, just remember to send us a message on Facebook, and we'll go from there. So, would you like to draw the first one?
Sure. Jason Morgan.
Did we just put him in?
I just put him in. Jason Morgan. Oh, there we go. That's my terrible handwriting.
You are winner numero uno.
Winner number 1. All
right, let me reshuffle these. Oh.
Did you just stick one down into the...
No, they fell under, like, there's a head strap in there. So, Jason Morgan, be sure to send us a message on Facebook. I'm actually going to put that up now before we draw the next one.
I can pull it up on here if you want.
That's fine. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I'll draw the second one, and I'll kind of pick it up here so you guys can see it. They're flat on the flat part of the helmet, and I can't pick them up. Okay, here we go. Boom! Logan Alley, are you in here? If you're in here, say something. But you are winner numero dos. If you're in here.
All right.
I'll see if you're in here. I can tell. Where'd you go? Participants. Yeah, just let us know if you're in here.
Is he?
Say something for being a winner. Yeah, see, this is okay, there you are.
Yay!
Okay, so this is what happened. I'll show it to you. But the head strap thingy, yeah, so...
So I got to reach through that for this one?
Let me reshuffle. All right. We'll do the last one. And don't worry, guys, if you don't win tonight, we're still going to have a bit of a Q&A. Hang on, I'm putting them all down in a pile together.
Please don't almost. There goes Izzy up the stairs.
Okay, all right.
And now he's curious. Carolina Tater! Oh, really?
Yes.
No nice things.
I'll fix that. You thing.
No nice things. Okay, so we have our 3 winners.
Facebook message.
So we have 3 winners. Jason Morgan, Carolina Tater, and Logan Alley. So if you guys will go ahead and send us a message on our Facebook page.
I'm on. Somebody just told me that they had sent. There it is. Inbox.
So go ahead and send us a message on our Facebook page. Make sure we know what your actual name is and whether you live local to us, or if we need to ship it, what the address would be.
Yeah.
shirt sizes. Send us all that personal information. So we need your t-shirt size and your real name if we're shipping it. And we also need to know that it is you. So please make sure you include your YouTube username. So this is yay, this is exciting. Congratulations, everybody.
We might have a drunk cat later.
So Andrew spilled his drink party foul.
With the race helmet.
With the race helmet in the cat tower. So yeah, I might have a drunk cat later, which is gonna be fun. So he's cleaning that up right now. But we will get that to you guys as soon as possible.
Yeah, and granted, with the holidays as well, obviously shipping's going to be a little bit slower.
Yeah.
So.
But we'll get that to you as soon as possible. Kane is sitting here staring at you like, what are you doing?
I'm cleaning all the bourbon out of the cat tower.
He's judging you a little bit. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here. Get some love. Get some love. This is my little buddy, guys.
Okay.
Party foul on the cat. No, it's not a party foul on the cat. It's a party foul on Andrew. He's the one that spilled it. Cat's just sitting there watching. So it's gotten a lot more interesting in this household since we got the second cat. It's been interesting for sure. Izzy is adjusting. She's starting to play with him quite a bit more, which is good.
Somebody done dropped a bomb over there.
It's those kitten poos. I told you.
Oh. I'll just have to remember to take all those names out of my helmet before
next race season.
Because if I don't,
paper cuts on the head.
Paper cuts on the head.
Okay.
And blindness. So, okay, now my phone's going absolutely crazy. Jason Morgan. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to read out your person. I almost did that. Sorry.
You almost just got put on blast, Jason Morgan.
I'm so sorry. Okay, Carolina awesome. Tater, I'm going to get up with you. Living close.
Perfect.
Awesome. Do I know you? Anyway, that's awesome. So we got 2 that are close by, and then one that I will have to ship. And I believe Jason Morgan, I'm gonna have to ship yours. But we still send our love nonetheless. So.
Congratulations. Joey said confetti. Yeah. Harley.
How do you enter next time? I'm not really sure what we're going to do as far as another giveaway. Maybe once we get more merchandise in, like because we were planning on buying some.
Bless you.
T-shirts. Maybe once we get those, then we'll do another giveaway. It won't be like as a, because there's only so many pieces of sheet metal I can give away from my race car. But I think at the end of every season, I would like to do that with you guys because 1, it gets it out of my shop, and 2,
out of my house.
It hooks you guys up. So,
we will let you know next time we do a giveaway. We'll definitely
I'll put a video out for it next time.
So keep an eye out.
How much horsepower do you think you will get out of the new motor? I'm hoping to be knocking on the door 400. There's some people that say Renegades will turn about 450, 500 horsepower. I don't think so. But I'm hoping to be within the vicinity, about 30 to 40 out of 400. I'm hoping. It's just we won't really tell until we do a dyno on it and see where it sits. But with the new head upgrades I'm doing, new cam, new pistons, it's basically getting everything new inside the engine other than the crank and the rods.
Don't lean back. You've got a little head behind.
Do I have a fuzz butt behind me? I do have a fuzz butt behind me.
Hello. Tiny head.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it'll be within the vicinity of 400. And guys, if I'm really laggy, I apologize. I realize I didn't set something up the right way. I went and looked. Unfortunately, I would have to cancel out the live stream and then start back over. with the new settings. So I don't want to do that, but that was my fault if it's laggy, because I'm noticing there's a delay between the comments and me.
You heard any news about how the motor is going?
No, not yet, Mike Julian. I just dropped the motor off actually like a day before I released the video on taking the engine out. So I don't think he's had enough time to really tear it down and get to everything, because right now I think he's got like 4 or 5 engines in his shop that he's doing right now. So, but as soon as I hear something, you guys will hear something. So, Carolina Tater asked, been meaning to ask this any part. Oh God.
Any particular reason you picked 30 for your car? Just curious.
I was actually going to pick 38 at first. The car when I bought it was number 30. And I was going to change it to 38 because when I was a firefighter at York Fire Department, my call sign number was 38. And lo and behold, I left that department and I just kept 30.
It was easier. We didn't have the money to rewrap the car.
Yeah, so I kept the 30, and I like the idea of the dirty 30, so I kept it.
Yeah, there was also somebody who was already a 38, I think.
Yeah, Marty Reed, who raced street stock, because when I first came into racing, I was racing street stocks, and he was 38, which is why I didn't change my number to 38, because he already had it. So I kept the 30, and I've had it ever since. But no, there's no like amazing, cool story behind my car number like most people. Oh my goodness.
Are you done?
Sorry, Izzy's scratching out.
Digging for China.
Yeah, scratching out all the litter in the litter box.
Yeah, one more thing to do tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, there's not really a significant. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but not really. So, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. And while we're waiting for this stuff to roll in, I think our stuff's like really laggy.
You guys can keep commenting any questions. We're still on here for the question and answers.
If I had a car, it'd be 5929, just because I like those numbers.
Hey, those are good numbers.
I think no, Blackwood's
57
or 59. I think he's 57. I think 29 is oh God, he raced at King of Carolinas. Had a blue and pink car.
Oh, the blue and pink
blue,
car
pink, and white one. He's a Renegade.
Yeah, it was it was a color car that I liked.
Yeah, Blackwood is 57.
Okay.
Yeah, Andy's 59. Yeah, because I know I couldn't, for some reason, those two numbers, I was like, yeah, those are the same people. But it's Andrew and Andy.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I am going to be responding to messages on here as well to try to get this stuff squared away.
That's a very unhappy cat.
Yeah. So I'm not ignoring it. If she'll read the questions off, I'll answer them. But I'm gonna try to.
If y'all have any other questions for us, make sure you ask.
Let me write that down.
Throw that anywhere.
I'm going outside the box for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. I hope silver.
There's only a few questions that we really won't answer.
Yeah. I mean, it's not to like hide from you guys. It's just there's some stuff like we do keep private, like our personal lives. Let's see.
Yes, we have a Clemson blanket.
Yep. We live and die by the orange in this house.
How do you know Caleb? He came and ran at our 10K race last year in PA. Okay.
That's actually really funny in Small World. But basically, me and Caleb have been friends since, I want to say about 2015, 2016. We had just always talked at the racetrack. Well, I took a year off from racing to build my car back up, and I I didn't really help them as much, but I went to go hang out with them a lot. And we got pretty close over the years. And they actually are the ones who set up our race car. They do that work for us. It's not Caleb necessarily. Caleb's helped us with the car, but Daryl McLaughlin, he's helped us with the actual setup on the car. Caleb actually built the body on our car last year. The blue body. Yeah. He built the body on it. So we've been hanging out with them, and they've been helping us for quite some time.
They're great people.
Yeah.
Mike Julian, how do you think Clemson will finish this year? I'm hoping well.
If I had a no BS answer, I don't think national championship. I think they'll get first round, playoffs, and then that'll be it. I want to say go for a national title, but the way they've been kind of playing, they're not really consistent. But
the hope is always for a national championship, obviously.
And before anybody says we're bandwagon fans, we've been Clemson fans our whole lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. We didn't jump on after 2016, but
no.
All right, shirt size 2X. All right, gotcha. And then I'll put that there. Alrighty. And I'm going to send a message back to you guys once I'm done with this. All right, so messaging for Logan.
You too, Savannah Barrett. Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, we actually had to take our tree down.
Yeah,
I took it down today.
He took it down today. Izzy's been chugging Christmas tree water like it's going out of style.
It made her sick.
And it made her sick today. So
medium. We don't have an adult. You have an adult medium. But.
So he decided to take it down so that way it.
Well, she was throwing up this morning. That's the only thing I could think that was happening.
So.
Medium. God, y'all were like really. Do I know you? Sorry, I'm Facebook stalking.
He's trying to figure out if he knows anybody. Yeah, this was the first year that we put up a Christmas tree with Izzy because the last 2 years we weren't really sure how she'd react, and we didn't want to put one up and have her pull it down and break all the ornaments. So this year when we put one up, it was primarily because we actually had one from the Christmas parade. And so we put the Christmas tree up, and she left it alone for a while. She just drank the Christmas tree water. But with her drinking that and getting sick, and then us having the little baby over here who's 5 months old, he doesn't really know better. So we don't really need him getting sick either. So Christmas tree came down, unfortunately.
I'm Facebook stalking the winners, by the way.
He's trying to figure out if he knows any of y'all, like actually knows any of y'all. Yes, we can have a cat or a Christmas tree. So maybe next year, I guess we may end up having to look into fake trees if we want a tree.
Have you done anything new on the rat rod lately? Actually, you're going to be doing something. It's her turn to work on the rat rod.
Yeah, so I am going to be painting the shock mount on the rat rod fairly soon. And then eventually, once I test it on a piece of spare steel, I am going to try my hand at pinstriping. We'll see how that goes.
Well, basically, this is coming about because I had to build those shock mounts, which if you guys saw, I had to take some paint off of the frame, and now it looks kind of weird because part of pinstriping is just missing now. So she's actually going to try her hand at pinstriping and fix it. So we will see how that goes, and we will keep you posted. But and as far as like projects to come with the rat rod, I still want to upgrade my fuel system on it. But because we're in the off season of racing right now, and we only have to like February to, pretty much be done.
Yeah.
I've kind of been focusing finances on the race car, so that way, we're guaranteed to like get practice time and whatnot, which we do need.
And I've just been trying to get through the busiest part of my job right now.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting a lull. So hopefully I'll get a chance to work on that.
Believe it or not, while we're in race season is the best time for me to work on the rat rod. because the car's already done, it's running and whatnot. But also with the huge upgrade that we're doing to the engine in the race car, that's obviously sucking a lot of finances too. So, but I think the next video will be her pinstriping it. I also thought about building a sunshade for the rat rod. I've kind of tossed that idea around, not sure yet. And I want to add like a better fuel system to it and redo the wooden decking that's in the rat rod, because the stuff that's in there now is just rotting and falling apart.
Yeah. So if you guys see any pinstriping videos or anything and you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Because this is a testing. I'm trying out my hand to see if I'm good at that. I've done some painting before, but pinstriping's a little bit different, so it's gonna be interesting to try something new. Caroline Tater, I bought a wristband at the track, so you met me at least once. LOL. I think.
Did you come down in the pits one night? Didn't you?
I think,
like when we were parked at the bottom of the pits. Is that who I'm thinking of?
I think it was.
Not trying to seem like a jackass, but
faces and names sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not that great at it.
Mike Julian, I agree with you. Logan Alley, I'm building a rat rod. What kind of rat rod are you building?
Yeah. Tell us what kind of rat rod.
Tell us about it.
Tell me your secrets.
We'd love to hear about it. We're one of the few people around here that actually has a rat rod, so it's always interesting.
Yeah, for whatever reason, you'll find more people with race cars than hot rods around here.
It was Carolina Tater that came down there.
I had the half-ass ginger beer. Okay, yeah, now I remember you. Not because of the half-ass ginger beer part, but I thought
We thought so.
I thunk. Yeah, I know who you are. I know
Brady,
who you is.
You're building a rat rod as well. Y'all, you got to tell us about these things. We want to hear about that.
Why are you just now waiting to fill us in on this?
Yeah, let us know about these. We'd love to hear about them. What kind of car was it? What are you doing to it? What kind of motor's in it?
Jason Morgan, I'm totally snooping on your Facebook page right now, looking at the hot rods. I believe that's a Bel Air by the looks of it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's currently got a list of vehicles that he'd like to get. So maybe someday we'll have another one. But we'd love to hear about y'all's.
I'm definitely snooping. Looking at your hot rods.
Yes, Jason Morgan has a Bel Air, Joey.
Yes. Yes, Joey, you heard correct. Be careful, Jason Morgan. He may come after you.
He may
in a good way, but
he may be trying to get that thing from you. Yeah, tell us about y'all's cars, y'all's builds, what y'all are working on.
I love hearing about what you guys are working on. That's a part of the fun in life.
Logan Allen, an old 46 Chevy with a 305.
He just sent me a message on here. Said it on here.
He posted it on there.
Oh. The one I was talking about is a 57 Bel Air rat rod gasser.
Nice, Jason.
I thought that was a Bel Air. I couldn't see all of it in the picture.
Okay, and Logan's got an old 46 Chevy with a 305 in it. That's awesome.
Old 46 Chevy with a 305. That's awesome. You guys need to send us pictures.
Send us pictures of your stuff
on our Facebook page.
Yes.
In the Messenger. Because I like looking at it. She may not like looking at it, but I do. So
I like seeing it. I like seeing what y'all are up to. I don't know what I'm looking at sometimes, but I'll look at it and say,
Joey,
that looks cool.
It's a gasser. If you didn't hear me, it's a 57 Bel Air gasser. Rat rod gasser, which is that much better. That's freaking awesome.
Yes,
Y'all send me a request. What? And this is like really weird for me to be like talking on here and here. I'm sorry.
Multitasking is not easy for him.
But I did just write down everybody's stuff so that way you hand lettered it yourself.
Nice. So do you have any advice or tips or tricks to use, Jason, about how to do the lettering and the pinstriping? Because I need that. I need that in my life right now. Yeah. Because I am intimidated by this because our pinstriping is pretty good.
He said practice.
Okay, so he's getting me a piece of steel to practice on.
A bunch of pieces, actually.
Yeah. so that I can practice, because I don't want the very first time that I ever try this to be on the actual rat rod, in case it goes horribly, horribly, horribly wrong.
Well, I mean, we can always paint over it. It's not. She's just.
I'm a perfectionist.
She's great at what she does, but she doesn't give herself enough credit. So
I want what I do to be good, and like everybody to look at it and know that it's good. And I feel like if
then.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Any advice you have on that would be great. Carolina Tater said, "Let her paint the race car."
If you could paint on that sheet metal,
if it would stay,
silver.
If it would stay,
that's a do like pinstriping on the decking.
I could.
Oh my god, we need this to happen.
So I just found out what I'm spending a week doing. Once
like
we get the
taking
car
the
back.
decking and pinstriping it. Like, I mean, not like something like super crazy, but like that. Carolina Tater, good idea. I like it.
I need a step stool, and
we will get you materials.
I
just need you to do it.
I need the step stool and the roof to be off, so that I can actually access the decking.
Actually, I actually got a 350 into 46. Oh, just a regular small block. Sweet. Can't beat a good old small block, especially in a rat rod.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning, guys. I'm not trying.
Yeah, we're both just.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. We need to make that happen. I have a good one every now and then.
Well, I just found how I'm spending a couple hours one day.
Jason Morgan rolling in with all the tips.
Tips would be great. Practice on scrap panels first, paint then one shot. That's what I have. I got the one shot. Yeah, I got the one shot paint. So hopefully that would be good. I think I got some thinner with it, and I think I got something else with it too.
It's like my first pinstriping kit.
Yeah, I got brushes and everything. I was like, I don't know what I need, so I'm just going to get a little bit of everything and pray that this is what I need.
Like I said, it's not like it's going to get messed up that bad. Oh, he's out.
He is knocked out. He's been playing hard for the last few hours, up and down and chasing Izzy around, and kittens sleep a lot, and he is in his knocked out recovery phase.
Let's see if I can move it. That wake him up. Nope, need that. I'm sure you go. Hey, buddy. And no, I'm not sitting on him. He just
burrowed in.
Yeah, he burrowed in between the pillow and me. So
nice. He hand lettered all of his dirt cars. That was his last one, 411.
At 411 Speedway.
Nice.
Is that a Mustang?
A little buddy. I swear I'm not like trying to tickle Andrew. I'm trying to pet the cat.
Yeah. Possibly.
Hey, little bud.
Yeah, he's like flat on his back right now.
I'm rubbing his little tummy.
Sorry, we love him so much. It's hard for us to.
He's just so cute, and he actually lets us love on him.
Yeah.
Whereas Izzy's not really into the loving thing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, Logan and Allie, definitely send us some pictures, or whoever you're using. I got you. But that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So Logan, Allie, and Carolina Tater. We will be, I guess, hand delivering, if that's even the right word, but delivering to you guys in person with your stuff. But as soon as we get the t-shirts, that's the only thing we're waiting on right now. As soon as we get the t-shirts, we'll hook you guys up. Jason Morgan. That'd be a long drive for us, but we'll ship your stuff in it. Don't be scared by the packaging when it comes there, like when you get there, because we're going to duct tape the ever-loving hell out of it. But yeah, it's going to be big box.
We love Tennessee, but that's a long drive.
I do love Tennessee. I'll be right back. Ah!
Hey, little boy.
Let me show you these monstrosities of packages.
Here's my little boy. Carolina Tater, what kind of bourbon we've got? Redemption.
Do you like rye whiskey? Do you like regular bourbon?
We've got Redemption Rye.
We have Wild Turkey 101.
What else do we have?
And we have Stadler Springs Kentucky Blended Whiskey.
Stadler Springs Kentucky Blended Whiskey.
This is the package. This is.
That's what your stuff is going to be coming in, Jason.
It's okay.
That's the box that your stuff is going to be coming in, Jason Morgan. So.
A monstrosity.
Yes.
But that's the only thing we had to send a
giant piece of sheet metal.
Package, I guess. But
no, Mike Julian, we don't have Fireball. No, we don't have Fireball.
I really want more bourbon now, but I don't really feel like pouring more. There's your pen. I'm sorry I took it. Now what I do with my file?
Yeah, so.
I am quite the booze aficionado, especially when it comes to bourbon. I actually just joined, and you don't even know this yet. I joined something on the internet. You pay $60 every 3 months, but you get like free tastings.
Is it that like Whiskey Lovers Club or whatever?
No, it's something different.
Oh, okay.
But they only have it's top shelf bourbon or top shelf alcohol, but exclusive alcohol as well. And I think you pay like $20 for bottles of liquor, like for a regular thing, a Wild Turkey 101, as a regular, like a regular 5th bottle. You pay $20 or $25 for it, and free shipping.
Okay.
So we get free tastings every quarter, and yeah, it'll be pretty fun.
Sounds good.
Good call on the Wild Turkey. We drink, the only Wild Turkey we drink is 101. Well, that I drink.
Yeah.
Is 101.
If I'm out of everything else, I'll drink that.
Yeah. She doesn't like the potent stuff.
It's really, really strong.
Joey will attest to the Wild Turkey 101 if he's still in here.
I like mine to be a little less abrasive.
Oh, backstory on this. Joey's comment is about splitting the cost. We found a $200 bottle of bourbon. And it's like the world's best bourbon. Like it got awarded. It
dang well better be if it's $200 for a bottle.
Oh, that's not like the most expensive one. There was another one, Joey. It was like $3,500.
That better be some gold-plated stuff, and you better be pooping rainbows at that point. $3,500 for a bottle of bourbon.
I'd pay that if I had it.
Come on.
What is that?
No.
A 59 Hillman.
Yeah, no, I am not about the
that is
stupid
intense.
Expensive stuff. Come on, Kane. Come on.
Yeah, I like sampling bourbons, but I don't mix my bourbon with anything. I drink it straight.
Yeah.
If you guys want to buy me a Christmas present, bourbon.
If we get random shipments of bourbon, I'm gonna be amused, but also kind of sad.
I'll drive and pick it up. Like I love bourbon. Like I go through. Not saying I'm an alcoholic, but that bottle, there's a bottle of Stadler Springs over there. It's maybe a third full, and I bought it a week ago. The Redemption Rye, I also bought a week ago. It's about a third. And it's not like I don't drink to the point where like I'm just, completely sideways and I can't stand up. Like I enjoy bourbon that much.
He enjoys the taste of it.
Yeah, I really do. Now I'll be kind of tipsy, but I won't get like hammered. But I usually just stick with beer. I have a bad habit going overboard with a lot of people do. And the problem is you drink like you get to that you're drinking, trying to get drunk, and then stuff starts tasting like water, and you don't really know when to slow down. That's the same reason why I regulate myself to about about not 8 ounces. Whatever a cup is.
8
Like
ounces.
well, 8 ounces. That's my absolute max for a day. And believe it or not, I'll actually be sober 20 minutes later. I can process alcohol like that. Like I can have a full blown like pint of liquor and be fine. Fine being not
going
up.
To be actually driving a vehicle, but
yeah. Oh, I won't drive, but.
Do we have new tires for the race car for 2019? And if we don't, what size do we need?
They're the Hoosier M500s. I used to know the size right off the top of my head, but
Bless you.
But
Our cat sneezes.
It's like a either 275. Anyway, whatever the M500 is.
Joey, do you know what size our tires are? Off the top of your head. If you do, comment.
Or send me a text message. My problem is I'll drink a whole fifth if nobody stops me.
Joey does not.
Joey does not.
Just figured it was worth a shot since you knew the size of the sheet metal.
Yeah. That Hillman's awesome. Had my race car motor in it. That's like even better. Sorry, I'm not getting distracted. I'm just responding to Rat Rod messages. I love Rat Rods. I'm actually really excited about moving, and no, I said moving first, but I'm really excited about getting our Model A project started. I cannot wait. I am so excited for that. We're going to turn 9s in it. Oh yeah.
I can't wait for the moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Very excited about that.
Joey has been in Wild Turgey tonight.
Joey, maybe lay off the Wild Turgey.
Yeah, it seems like the Wild Turgey is
getting you. No, you don't drink that.
When you figure tire size, let me know. Okay.
Okay, Mike Julian. No, sir.
No. You don't know.
We're not doing this.
He's still learning.
Don't make me get up and spank you. Good boy. Your hand was right in his path.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, we have the computer plugged in to the wall, and the computer cord is apparently a fun toy for a kitten to play with and chew on. So we have been working on discipline. Can you feel it? You should feel it in his neck.
Please don't sneeze on me. He has a bad habit of sneezing on me.
I think he's got a cold. And so I've got an appointment with the vet for him, but it's not until next Thursday because that's the next available appointment they have. So he's been sneezing quite a bit everywhere, and he's actually sneezing little baby boogers. So
it's quite disgusting. Trust me.
It's funny when it's not you. So his little sneezels. Izzy, knock it off.
Just about knocked the computer over.
Sorry, had to discipline the other one. But yeah, his sneezes have gotten pretty strong, and they're quite amusing. Are you gonna settle behind me or between us?
Between us.
He's gonna make sister jealous.
Izzy's pulling names out of the helmet, so I guess we're doing like a
non-existent drawing.
Yeah.
Her head is actually going into the helmet. He's such a loud little purr.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Izzy, hop up in your tower, sweetheart.
So who's ready for race season? Because Andrew's ready for race season. Like, I actually thought I was going to enjoy the time off, and I did. Don't get me wrong. I totally enjoyed the time off, but the only problem is, like, oh, God. It's one of those things where it's so tiring during it, and you can't wait to be done, but then you're done for, like, how long have we been done? Like several weeks.
2 months.
2 months. And I'm ready to get back in the car. I don't know why.
I'm not. I'll be entirely honest, I'm not.
Yeah, so I just. Do you run a helmet blower system? No, I don't. It would be nice if I did, but I never bought one, never ran one. Not because I don't like them, I just never did it.
Don't chase it.
Starting first year in pure stocks next year. Awesome. Well, keep up with it. Do good. Don't tear anybody's cars up. So, I want to know if y'all have any kids other than the animals. We do not.
Nope.
No. Mainly because where we do live, it's such a small house. There wouldn't be enough room for me, her, a child, and 2 cats.
This is my baby right now. So Kane is the baby until we move into somewhere a little bit more suited for a child to grow up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Plus, this isn't a permanent home for us. We're definitely planning on moving. It was just kind of a get out of or move out. Off on your own and kind of
settle into being an adult and being us and figuring life out, and then we're gonna move on from here. And I swear to you, Kat, if I hear you scratching something, I'm gonna come over there and smack you. Sorry.
No, but no, we don't have any kids.
Nope, just the animals. They're our babies.
Yeah. we want,
we want to be able to give our child a good home to grow up in and not have to move 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and out here, like where we live now, there's a few issues between us and the guy who actually owns this house. Like we're renting it from him. There's a few issues between us. There's
His
also a guy
caretaker.
who works out here that we have some serious issues with.
I just don't feel like my kids would be safe here.
No.
And it's just not
not
the right situation. So.
Adulting sucks, don't it? Yes. It does.
Yes.
Although technically I'm not really adulting. I'm just my toys got bigger.
I'm adulting. See, mommy's adulting.
But
mommy needs to get a new car.
Mike Julian, my goal for this year, and I've kind of thought long and hard about this. My goal was normally to like finish within the top 5 consistently. But I think this year, and you guys may hate me for saying this, but I actually want to finish top 3 consistently. I know a goal needs to be our like main objective, and it is when we go racing. But I would love to see more top 3 finishes. I try to be as realistic as I can with my goals, but I still set them pretty high. That way, I still have to work for them. But a win. If we pull out a win next year, that would be fantastic. And I'm hoping with this new engine upgrade and everything, it'll be all the recipe we need.
Yeah, I want to see a win too.
Yeah, but we also have to remember that this was my first year back learning, and I'm still learning now. Yeah. I'm definitely not like
us ending up consistently top 3 would be great. And I would be very happy and proud of him and very thrilled. It would be great to see us win. That would be amazing because, that means that all the hard work that we've been doing is really continuing to grow, and he's really continuing to grow. But we also
need to be. But to my mind, like I want to be like realistic with my expectations, because with some of the heavy hitters that are in Renegade right now, like Blackwood, Duval, Petty. Those guys are just absolute beasts. So and that's just naming a few.
So our down to earth goal is top 3s fairly consistent.
Now, if I get the chance, I'm running to the front. Like don't get me wrong. Like I'm not holding back for anything, but as far as like my overall goal, I would like to,
be get top your 3. Paw out of there. Get your paw out of there.
Top 3 consistently.
Sorry, Izzy was sticking her paw in the heater.
Yeah, because that was such a big moment for us this year that,
it
was almost like a win.
It was huge.
And that's the thing, not to take away from winning. And I don't want this to sound bad or you guys to take this the wrong way, but my view on dirt racing has changed over the year, especially this season. A lot of things happened that weren't ideal. A lot of things that actually kind of slowed us down in a way. Personal issues betweenst the crew members on ThreeZero. A few issues happened this year that we had to deal with. Lot of things happened this year, and towards the end of the year, it really started to seem like a job, going into King of the Carolinas. And as much as I love working really hard towards my goals, I don't want to go through that same feeling again, because you get to the point where you're not enjoying the little things with dirt racing. And dirt racing is so competitive now. It's so hard to get, good finishes and whatnot, just because there's so many good drivers out there. There's so much good equipment out there. That racing to me has always been about the little moments, which has been the top three. The first top five finish of 2018 was massive for us, just because I got back in the top five after taking a year off. And it wasn't like a gimme spot. It was actually like door to door fighting with the 6 car, which I absolutely hate. I didn't have an outside camera when we filmed that video. It was all on the inside of the car, so you couldn't see it.
Sorry.
But basically, it was door to door racing for 12 laps. And our first, it was amazing. It's those little moments like that. That's what makes racing. It's when you come into the pits after getting a finish like that. When we got our first top three finish, oh my God. When I pulled into pits, you think I'd won the Daytona 500. Like, my crew was jumping.
Into the pits.
No, you didn't. I came to y'all.
Oh, I thought that was.
No, I came up in the stands.
No. Okay.
But basically, when I got to the pits, Joey and my other crew member, Jacob, was pretty much on top of me, like pounding the crap out of the roof, after finishing in the top three. And I got out and I went straight to the stands to go see them. And it was just a barrage of like hugs and high fives and everything. That's what racing's about, man. It's those small personal victories where, you enjoy the moments like that. Me and Joey have this hilarious story from when he drove the Red Rocket. And I'll have to explain that story in a video sometime. But it's just moments like that. And it was probably one of the funniest things that's ever happened at the racetrack. And I love it. I live for those moments. It's not so much the winning and the top fives and the top threes. It's just those moments that happen at the racetrack. It's just absolutely incredible to be a part of. But obviously, we're going to win. It's our main goal.
Mike Julian said you can do top
three, bro. You got to believe, just got to do it. Yeah, you learning by watching. You can do it there, beast, brother. You're beast too. Well, thank you, Mike Julian. Thank you so much. It's the truth. It's pretty intense racing as it was. Sorry, I'm catching up to all the comments now. Joey Bruce, do you guys make it a point to race every week or just when you can? What local tracks are in your area? As far as when we were running for points, we raced every week. But with my work schedule, I can't always race every week.
We do the best we can to race.
Yeah, I try to, but as of this coming year, I'm only going to race when I want to. Just because of what happened last year. Me and Joey were stretched like paper thin because one of our crew members was deployed. We also didn't have Jacob then, and Dad was starting up his own business. So
I was starting a new job.
She was starting a new job. And it was pretty much all the weight to race on a championship, and you could have made a documentary about it.
Just let him spread out.
Well, then quit banning him.
Well, you're the one that's cupping him.
He's leaning against me. Huh.
Sorry. We're arguing over the cat.
Yeah, he pretty much knocked out.
So really, we're going to try to race as much as we can, but
we're going to keep everything in perspective. Like, we're not going to stretch ourselves that thin because Joey will tell you, we were pumping out the videos and everything, but when it's a 2-man operation with the YouTube plus the racing and managing ThreeZero in a whole, it was a nightmare. Like, I was struggling, you guys. Like, I had something to do, and I was busy every day of the week, from pretty much 8 in the morning to about 8 in the evening. We were just stretched that thin, and plus, again, with us racing for a championship, obviously that was, in our minds. So we had to step it up like that, and hats off to Joey, who's still in here. I mean, he pretty much stuck with us, and we just dug in. We fought all the way towards the end of race season, and and he'll tell you, it got to the point when rain days, when rainouts came, we celebrated rainouts.
We celebrated.
I know that's bad, and I know that means y'all won't have a video, but we were to that point. Like,
we went to IHOP.
We literally went out to eat to celebrate not racing that night. But we're not going to let it get to that point anymore. We're going to do this, keep it fun, because if I'm having fun, the videos will show it. And, I want you guys to see me happy and joyous and all of us, not like dragging to the racetrack. So, we're definitely going to try to do a better job of that this year.
Savannah Barrett Racing ain't that fun anymore. They're too competitive now.
I agree. Strongly agree. Although I'm a very competitive person by nature, it's like with the rat rod. Like, I like the fact that my rat rod will beat other rat rods at car shows and whatnot. I'm just a very competitive person, so to me that is fun. But I see what you're saying, because it's an ungodly amount of time and money in some of these race cars to just run in the top 3 competitively. It's taken us 4 years just to attempt to run top 3 competitively. So I know where you're coming from, and I strongly agree with you. It is extremely competitive. The atmosphere is also very different too. It's not like a big hangout with friends anymore. It's like a high school football game, but it's like a high school football game in a sense. Like that's what it's like. It's a very competitive atmosphere. So, but no, I do agree with you.
If you have fun racing.
Oh, and Jordan Perkins, I'm sorry. Carolina Speedway is our main track, and Gastonia Cherokee Speedway is kind of our like other track, and it's down in Gaffney. Those are 2. I'm sorry, I didn't answer that.
If you have fun racing, it's like a win.
Exactly. Yes, yes, exactly.
Carolina Tater Kitty. Yes, she is the cutest, or he is the cutest.
He's still laying here between us. It was yes, Joey, you're right. Sounds like y'all did pretty good, all things considered. Yeah. Joey, did you see the comment about you? Mike Julian said, yeah, Joey is a funny man. He's crazy and love it. You ought to see him in real life.
Yes.
The camera, he's actually pretty reserved as far as like, how he acts on camera, but
tones it down a bit.
He does tone it down a bit for the camera. He is a lot wilder in person. Trust me.
Yes. Savannah, I mean, definitely in front wheel drives.
Yeah, and that's another thing I've noticed too. Yes. It seems like that class, if you're going to be in that class, you're not going to have any friends. And that's just outside looking in. Like, I'm not involved. I have never been involved with front wheel drives. At all, period. So, but I've seen the atmosphere change, and I agree with you. Best part of racing is rain out. But you have to love the racing. I'm race points for, oh, God.
Wow.
See, it's one thing to race, but guys who race for points, man, that's a whole nother level. Because we did that this year, and
it was terrible.
Now, granted, in hindsight, if we had had more help, I think it would have been more fun to run for points. And I think we could have done it.
But it was just with the situation that we were in, it was just the only reason we actually did it is because we somehow, by chance, ended up in like 4th place in points. Mm-hmm. So it was.
No, we rolled to 6 because the top 5 car didn't show up for several weeks, which allowed us to step in his place, which is what we did.
Well. But anyways, the only reason we ran was because we were, that close to it. So at that point, it was kind of a, what the hell, we might as well give it a shot.
Yeah, beginning of the season, we had no intentions of running for points. I just wanted to finish in the top 5, but We end up running for points.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. If you guys, especially if you guys who already race now or who are pretty heavily involved with it, when you have just a 2-man crew and one of you is the driver, it's a lot of work. And we never really showed it on camera. Because a lot of it was griping, and I don't want to be a negative person.
Just hard to show that on camera when there's just 2 of you guys. I mean, the only way things like that get caught on camera is if one of y'all is holding the camera, or if I'm holding the camera, and then I'm being completely useless at that point because I'm stuck holding the camera. You know? So,
well, no, it's just not even that. It's just that side. It's a very ugly side to the racing, and you kind of see what happens when you get wrapped up, especially when you're stretched that thin, but you still have that drive to, go to the top. It can get kind of ugly sometimes, to where you just absolutely hate the sport. You want to roll the race car off a cliff and hope it catches on fire. But that's why I never showed it, because I didn't want that to be the message you guys saw, that's what we got from racing. But trust me, behind the scenes, I was pulling my hair out because it was just such a long season. But
my dad only races at Carolina. My dad only had like 2 or 3 friends in that class because they tried to wreck him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We finished 5th or 4th in points. Well, congratulations. I think we ended up finishing 5th. We were 4th in regular season, but then we got caught up in the big old massive wreck in the King of the Carolinas race, and just
that reshuffle didn't help either with the points.
Well, it wasn't that. It was just I couldn't drive the car to its full potential in King of the Carolinas because we had a bent tire rod.
Yeah.
Car wouldn't drive worth the crap down into the corner, and we were already having engine issues. Like, it wasn't the reshuffle that hurt us. That's what helped us. It's just that night the car just wasn't working.
Yeah.
But
Carolina Speedway, it seemed like
we should have.
There were only 2 guys that ever won the front wheel drives last year.
I never really stayed that late to watch front wheel drive because most of the time I just wanted to go home. But I think you're right. And it's the same way in Renegade.
Yeah.
I mean, you get maybe 2 or 3 winners. Hopefully I'll be able to throw my name in the mix next year, but we'll see.
Joey, we should have gotten a
body cams.
Andrew needs to dig up a helmet cam.
Needs to try to rig up a helmet cam. I would love to do that. Like, actually have one that rolls with my head, so that way you guys kind of know exactly like what I'm looking at. I may look into that.
No body cams in racing. Everyone will be like, "Why do you do it to yourself?"
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. It's a very demanding sport, but it's still.
I hate that for y'all, Savannah Barrett. That's terrible that y'all race last every single week. That's horrible. Because that's a long night anyways, but racing last is a really long night.
Yeah, we got spoiled a couple of years ago when we ran street stock because we were the first ones on the track.
Yeah.
So we were done by like 9 o'clock. It was beautiful. And we got oh yeah, that's right. Y'all get the tore up, beat up.
Y'all get the short end of the stick right there.
Yeah, I know how bad Carolina can get as far as a broken up racetrack, and and y'all were driving on it with smaller tire cars, and I would need to go to the chiropractor every week. I still need to go to the chiropractor every week with just Renegades, but yeah, that's way worse.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
But oh goodness. Well, anybody doing? Joey, good man. So, Carolina sprints. I think Carolina Tater, the worst night we had and Joey was there that night. As far as track torn up ishness, that was when was it World of Outlaws, Joey? When they came, or was it Craftsman Series? It was one, or are they the same now? Anyway, it was one of those series came to Carolina several years ago, and that track was so awful. I bottomed out my car. All the rocker panels got ripped off of it. Joey bent shocks from that racetrack. Cars were coming up off the ground. It was horrible. But there you go. Woo cars. World Outlaws. That was actually the worst night I think I've ever seen it. But what style of transmission are you guys running or allowed to run down south? Did they let you guys run late model? In my class, we have to run the stock 3-speed or 4. Or I think you can have a 4-speed in our class, like the Muncie 4-speed, and I run a Saginaw 3-speed. And there's a few stock car classes where you can run the Burt transmission, and actually, I think it's just yeah. I think it's just a limited sportsman that can run it. But as far as other regular classes go, it has to be like a stock 3-speed or a 4-speed.
Savannah Baird, I want to race, but my dad won't let me. Sorry about that.
Well, this is like racing in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Walmart parking lot in South Carolina with South Carolina roads. That's yeah. Yeah, luckily we've always been lucky. We've only had to race last like maybe once or twice in the 4 years I've been racing. So, but yeah, rough tracks are definitely not fun, especially the next day when you're all sore and everything. So, oh goodness, I didn't even realize the time. Also, my thing is, hey, Christian Patterson, they're letting Super Street run Burt with 604 next year in weight, same as built motors like I got. Okay, so I guess they're running Burt transmissions. Well, I see that class pretty much being a limited sport. It makes more sense for it to be limited. But anywho, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night because I am struggling to stay awake. You guys who won, I did get all of your messages. All of y'all sent me messages. I have all my stuff written down. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Anderson and make sure I get the right shirts for you guys. I'll get everything packaged up. And actually, I really won't have that much to package up because 2 out of 3 I don't have to deliver. Well, I have to deliver, but I don't have to ship. And then the other one obviously will ship. Just give it a little bit wherever you went. Jason Morgan. Yeah.
Yes, Mike Julian, it did rain a lot here.
But I'll get up with everybody. As soon as I get the t-shirts, that's the only thing I'm waiting on. And once I get that, I will get up with you guys and we'll set up a time to come see you.
Yes.
So
y'all have a safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Be careful out there if y'all are traveling. Well, we really hope that you guys have a great time with your friends and family. And thank you for joining us for this live stream.
Yeah, and thank you for participating in the giveaway. Hopefully we'll get some more giveaways going and hook you guys up. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, we will see you in the next video.
Bye.